those early years, or rather the mid '90s is when it got bad. Like from like 95, 95 was the worst. WrestleMania 11 was the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen. It was bad.
I don't remember. What happened in '95 again? Because I have to have seen it because I'm at '99 right now.
That was Shawn Michaels against Diesel for the title for the first time.
Oh,
But Shawn Michaels lost. Like that was the year he won. He went, bell to bell. The main event was Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor because it was a big deal. Lawrence said it was a big deal at the time, which is so. It wouldn't do that now. That would like be like a main event match, but it wouldn't be like the closing match of the night. But
like I don't like it when WWE like has celebrity matches because most of the time I don't know who they are. And most of the time they're like footballers or something like that, or like basketball players or something. And I don't watch any of those sports, so I don't care or know anything.
Yeah, it'll never be as bad as Jay Leno putting Hulk Hogan in a headlock in 1999.
I haven't gotten there yet, but okay.
Yeah, it's as bad. It's DDP tag teaming with Jay Leno against, I believe it's Hogan and Dennis Rodman.
I know Dennis Rodman was like a huge player. Like he won the belt or something a couple times.
I don't know if he ever won a belt. I don't have memories of that. I'm gonna block that out from the dark days of WCW.
Or well, who's the one that won the belt and everyone was like, "Oh, this is bad. Like this shouldn't have happened."
You're thinking of the actor. What's his name? David Arquette won the actually.
Oh
won the belt.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Didn't Vince Russo win it once or something?
I'm sure Vince Russo won the title at least once.
I listened to the death of WCW lately, and like it seems like Vince Russo basically ran that thing into the ground.
Well, no, Vince Russo lit it on fire. It was already dead by the time Vince Russo got it because, I mean, the one of the biggest things, obviously was that they didn't kill the NWO angle. Because that angle should have ended December 1997 with Sting triumphantly beating Hogan. The NWO disbands, but because it was making too much money, it was like, well, we got to keep it. We got to keep doing this. And then let's red and black bullshit. And at the time, at 7 years old, that was the coolest thing ever. But looking back on it, like, God damn, can it just stop being about the NWO?
You've been recording?
Yeah, I've been recording.
Good. Trying to think. I'm watching like WCW now, and watching it now, like I'm kind like I understand there was the phenomenon, and it was like, what the hell's going on here factor. But other than that, like I can't really bring myself to watch WCW, and so I'm forcing myself to get through 96 and 97's coming up, and I heard 97's like a huge year. 97.
96 is like the end of sort of the good guy Hogan era. Well, I mean, 96 is like the beginning of that. You set the 97 is when you'll have like Sting in the rafters.
Yeah, like he's in the rafters right now. And he's just like looking. I'm like, do something.
Yeah, that was the hype. No, that's the hype of shit. That's the hype of shit. He would just show up and just stare Hogan down. That build up to that Starrcade match. Now the match overall is disappointing. Like if you ever get to that, like I'm not gonna lie to you.
What am I at now? I'm at Piper and Hogan.
Are you in winter 96 or winter 90 or like early 97? Because they had several matches
right now. I'm on November 25th, 96, and they're building up between Piper and Hogan.
Yeah, they fight. They wrestle, not fight. They wrestle at Starrcade that year.
Yeah,
and then they wrestle at Super Brawl like 2 months later.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Piper, like he had like legit surgery on his hips. Like
yeah.
Yeah. This is.
Piper is the fucking hero. You know what's funny is that he retired at WrestleMania 3. Did you know that?
Yeah,
like he had a retirement match.
Yeah, yeah.
Against the glorious Adonis. Fucking, like, man. I didn't know that because the only thing I knew about 3 I ever watched of 3 was, the Savage Seabelt match was still a classic, and the Hogan Andre match. I remember like the midget match or the little person match with I can't remember the wrestler's name, but Hillbilly Jim I think was in it.
He's being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Shout outs! They always have that one weirdo, that one weird character in there. I mean, Coco Beware is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Nobody knows who the fuck Coco Beware is.
What are you talking about? Everyone loves that guy with the bird.
Everybody loves Coco Beware. It's a great name. I love that name.
Yeah, like Coco's okay. I haven't watched a lot of Coco. Most of the stuff I've watched is 90s. Like I barely go
Is
back to 80s.
is Doink the Clown in the Hall of Fame?
Can you look that up?
I'll
Cause,
look it up because like I feel like he should be in the Hall of Fame at some point.
but here's the question: which Doink?
The original Doink, he may be dead. Um, no, that was no. He's just listed as alumni. Or hold on, WWE Hall of Fame Wikipedia. This is gonna be accurate. Um, let's see. Doink the Clown. Doink. I feel like Doink the Clown is in there. If not, like he should be in there because it's this. If he's not, it's a shame that what's his name? The Rocker, who's going to be inducted this year.
Jeff Jarrett.
No, Kid Rock is going to be in the celebrity wing
That's
before.
the celebrity wing though. That doesn't. I don't.
Doesn't mean.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. Doink the Clown is not in here. I don't because I'm going through the recent years, 2016. Last year's class was amazing. Rick Rude, Beth Phoenix, DDP, Kurt Angle.
Yeah. This year was.
I'm looking.
This year is pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, you got the Dudleys, you got Goldberg. Those are your two bright spots.
You just have the one Dudley guy, right?
No, it's both of them. It's the Dudley Boys.
I thought it was just the one
Steve
guy. I thought it was
No. They're inducting both of them.
Okay. I thought it was just
Yeah.
Bubba Ray. I thought it was just Bubba Ray.
2014 was pretty great. Ultimate Warrior, Jake Roberts.
You know about the Ultimate Warrior, right? Come on.
I know about the Warrior.
Yeah.
I know. The Warrior's a shitbag.
He is. Total shitbag.
Yeah. Let's see. 2013 wasn't bad. Foley, Bob Backlund, Trish Stratus, Bruno Sammartino, and Booker T. That's not a bad.
That's actually that's a pretty good lineup right there.
Yeah. 2011's pretty abysmal though. Shawn Michaels leading it, but then you have Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bullet Bob Armstrong, Sonny, and then Abdullah the Butcher. It's pretty weak.
Yeah, it is.
Overall. There's Cook. Man, 09 might be the worst because you had two standouts with Stone Cold and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Then you had Cowboy Bill Watts, who, unless you're a WCW fan, you have no idea who the fuck that is. Howard Finkel, and of course there's the oddball Coco Beware.
That's not bad. It's better than the other one with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
my opinion, anyways. I don't know. All right. So live stream's up. I'm recording.
I've been recording.
Hello. Oh. Let me start that over again.
You were about to do a chart shot intro, weren't you?
Maybe I just didn't know what to say, honestly. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chair Shot. We still don't really have an intro for this, so we've just been talking about WrestleMania and the Hall of Fame for the last few minutes. This year's Hall of Fame is really weird. You have Kid Rock was just recently announced, and he's obviously going to sing at WrestleMania, isn't he?
I hope not, because Kid Rock was because he performed at WrestleMania 25, the 25th anniversary one, the bad one, one of the bad ones, and nobody wants to hear from Kid Rock in 2018 if that's true. They just need to hire Flow Rider again. I'm sure he's free, and it'll be fine.
No one's ever okay. So I don't think people really like the singing performances that are done at WrestleMania.
I do because they're pee breaks.
Yeah, that's the only reason why people enjoy them. I have nothing against musical acts at WrestleMania because that, like you said, people that don't care, they just go take a piss, rest their feet a little bit. But people that do care, they stick around and watch. But I think Kid Rock is probably going to be the worst. Like, I actually liked the concert from Greenlight. I think that was last year, right? Or the year before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only like musical performances when they're part of entrances. Like, that's it. Like, when it's part, like when, was it WrestleMania 21 when a Motorhead introduced Triple H? Or
yeah,
for
some reason, I don't know why. I was going to say Motley Crue, but yeah, that's right.
Two M bands, they're both hardcore.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm really accepting of performances. The other time I'm just like, okay, and pee break, let's go. Because we can't use the women's wrestling as a pee break anymore because they always put on excellent matches.
Yes, for sure. Do you think that Kid Rock is going to do a song like do the American Badass song while Undertaker comes out instead of his classic dong?
No, because I want the dong, man. I want the dong.
I want some of that Taker dong, yo.
Yes, I would. My dad met him once before.
Oh, really? That's super cool.
Years ago, like this was like 01, 02. So he was in his underbiker phase. I know I wasn't there. I was at school, but like the dude's huge. The dude is huge. I really hope. I don't want to because like at the time I loved underbiker because how badass he was. Now I'm like, look, man, just put the trench coat on, put the cowboy hat on, walk your slow ass to the ring, do the eye roll, be the Undertaker. You are the dead man. You're not some redneck who voted for Trump in 2016. Not saying the Undertaker voted for Trump. I'm just saying that's the personification he puts out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't really care for. Kid Rock. Kid Rock is super American, and so
Yes, he is.
that's kind of one of the turnoffs for me because I'm a Canadian. You guys know that. And anything that's like, I like America. I think America is cool. They have really cool symbology and symbols and stuff. But music wise, I don't really care for super American stuff. But that's just me.
I mean, and if anything, like it should be Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit to fucking play it. Keep rolling, rolling. That's the more I call when I think Underbiker. I don't think American Badass. I mean, that's what he was. That's his moniker. I think rolling, rolling. I'm not gonna lie. That time period, I was hugely into Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
like,
I fucking love Limp Bizkit at that time. Like, I was walking around middle school being like singing the songs and shit. And now I look back, I'm like, I was such a dork.
Exactly.
But I still like break stuff when I'm really angry. Like, it helps me get my anger out.
Yeah, get Fred Durst for the Hall of Fame.
Break your fucking face tonight is a really good line.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so they have him inducted. Who else have they inducted this year? I can't remember.
Well, the headliner, because it's always the headliner, is Goldberg, which is long overdue.
Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah, Goldberg's the headliner. You know, after that very entertaining run he had last year, despite being Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Both Dudley Boys, so long overdue, but they were in TNA for a long time. So, Ivory, who I didn't think about a lot, you know, I remember her from the Attitude Era, but apparently I didn't know this, was apparently she was one of the original female wrestlers in Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So yeah, we have Goldberg, Ivory,
Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's right. Jeff Jarrett. I watched back on his run in WWE in like the early 90s, and I was like, man, this guy is so lame. Like, get him off my screen. And I was so happy that he went over to WCW, but now I'm rewatching WCW. I'm like, oh wait, no, he's here.
There's never been a look. Jeff. The reason Jeff Jarrett is in is because of what he did behind the scenes. Because Jeff Jarrett as a wrestler was never great. Like, he was very fine, but like, I mean, shit. And when he was in WCW, the most famous thing he did was slap nuts. And okay, if you don't know the story, you could go watch Bash of the Beach 2000. They booked a match. It was supposed to be Hogan versus Jeff Jarrett, the old versus the new, kinda, because Jeff Jarrett was old even at that time, or getting old. He was like in the business for like 15 years at that point. And it was supposed to be those two face each other, and Jeff Jarrett just lays down. And Hogan didn't even pin him. Hogan just like walked out, like, I'm not doing this, in a live show. And then Jeff Jarrett ends up losing the title later that night to Booker T, the first to 5-time reigning champion, become the champion. So I don't understand why Jeff Jarrett's in the Hall of Fame. I know it doesn't mean anything, but it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, he's like, I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with WWE inducting whoever the hell they want. But if I was to
Yeah.
run one, I wouldn't put him in for his in-ring work, but maybe, like you said, his promotional work with TNA Impact and that.
Yeah. I mean, like the Wikipedia list is like we honestly as WWE fans would not know about AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, Eric Young without TNA, the company he co-founded in 2001, 2002. So he gave a platform to those guys who are now, at least AJ Styles is headlining WrestleMania, which is pretty damn great. But one could argue that AJ Styles, as talented as he is, would have found his way to WWE anyways. It just may have been a different route.
Yeah. And then also Hillbilly Jim was inducted.
Yeah, that's the weird one. Every year they got to put a weird one in, and he's the weird one.
Yeah. This is more for the older guys. Like, I've never seen Hillbilly Jim when I was younger.
I mean, he's your typical. He was a big man in like the 80s and the 90s. That's all he really was.
Yeah, I saw the video package. That was pretty well done.
Yeah, they made him feel important.
Yeah, he seemed pretty popular with like people back
with
then.
kids.
And kids, yeah. And they had that cartoon, and he was like Hogan's friend or something on TV. So, but yeah, that's enough about the Hall of Fame. Let's move on to something else. We had. Hello. No, the Marvelous One has left my call. Let's get him back in here. Hello?
Whoops.
Did you just click hang up?
My browser accidentally closed. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Alright, well, let's move on before it closes again.
My bad.
So yeah, we had Fastlane over the past weekend, and I guess I'll just run down the matches that happened, and we could talk about them if we have anything to say. So on the pre-show, there was Ty Dillinger and Breezango versus Mojo Rawley, Chad Gable, and Shelton Benjamin. I don't really have anything other to say other than it's like, yeah, it's an opening match. People get interested, and it's nice to see Breezango and Ty Dillinger have a win, because they don't have them on SmackDown like all that much or ever.
I missed it, so hard for me to comment on it.
Yep. Like, understandable, because it's on the pre-show, and no one cares.
No, unfortunately not.
Then we also had Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev fighting in the actual first match. I don't know if you got to see that one or not, but Rusev is super over. Like, it's ridiculous. Everybody loves Rusev Day, which is like every day is Rusev Day, which is so great. Like, if you would have told me going into that match that people were not, like, I expected full Nakamura chance, I did not then expect it to be drowned out by Rusev Day chance. That's crazy. Rusev's been over for like weeks now, and WWE they're not interested at all in pushing this guy. They're keeping him as a heel for some reason.
Yeah, he's clearly needs to be turned into a face.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They had a good match. Shinsuke Nakamura won just to give him a little bit of a boost going into Mania. Then we also had Randy Orton, Bobby Roode facing each other for the United States Championship.
It was Triple H versus Randy Orton 2.0, or Randy Orton versus Triple H 2.0.
Yeah.
Which was a very good match.
It was a good match, and Orton got the win over Bobby Roode. I'm in favor of Randy winning this one because Roode's kind of been stale for me for the last few weeks. He just seems like a face for no real reason other than people like to sing his song.
Yeah.
They need to get him to be a heel and be more cocky and stuff.
That's exactly. That's what people loved about him in NXT is his that demeanor.
Yeah. And it might be going in this direction. Maybe he's borderlining right now because he's not really helping Randy, but he's not like beating him up either with Jinder.
Right.
So
don't hinder Jinder.
Yeah. So I think going into Mania, it might be a triple threat with Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Jinder with the way the storyline's going.
Yeah.
It's hard to. We're kind of speculating on matches as we go into Mania because not a lot of them have been confirmed so far.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that seems like the logic. It would either be a triple threat or Rude, and although it's stupid because Rude should get the automatic rematch clause, Rude faces Jinder, and one of them will go on to WrestleMania to face Orton for the title, and then Orton drops the title at WrestleMania because there's no reason for him to win it again, retain it, give that rub to Rude or Jinder. But I think it's going to be both.
Yeah. It would be really interesting to see if Jinder would win at Mania, beating them both for the championship.
No, you're going to give it to the glorious one.
I think Bobby Roode needs like a reset or something. Like he needs something to like light a fire under his ass or do something because he's kind of just bland for me. So then we had Natalya and Carmella versus Becky Lynch and Naomi. Again, this is another match where I was just like, hey, they don't ever have these girls on TV anymore. It's nice to see them have a match.
Yeah, it was good to see, and a reminder that oh yeah, she has the Money in the Bank contract. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think they had at one point it was like Carmella and Becky Lynch like going at it, face to face, and I thought, hey, like during this part it was pretty good. Might see like more for these two, especially Becky Lynch. Like she's been treated as like a third string everywhere.
Sadly, yeah. Especially when she was brought in among those original women to take, the women's revolution, and she hasn't really been given the same opportunities as a Charlotte, Sasha, or even Bayley.
Yeah.
Like Alexa Bliss has gotten more title opportunities. In longest reign and in current reigning Raw Women's Champion, and I know when they did the brand split, Becky Lynch was given the title, and then she dropped it quickly. What was it, to Naomi, or was it Alexa Bliss herself?
It was either one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, nice to see them, but they're not doing much. Then we had the Tag Team Championships for SmackDown, the Usos versus the New Day. What are your thoughts on this match that ended in a no contest with Bludgeon Brothers coming out and just beating up everybody?
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I was entertained through the match, but I kept wondering, like, well, I guess the Usos they have nobody else to beat. And then it got interesting at the end. Because I knew the Usos were going to drop the titles tonight, not to New Day, not now. No. But I thought, it looks like they're setting for a triple threat. I think this WrestleMania is going to be all triple threats, with the exception of the main.
Last year, I think they had a fatal four-way, right? They had a triple threat, and then at the last second, the Hardys came in.
Oh yeah, but that was a TLC match though.
It was a ladder match, but yeah,
it was a ladder match, yeah. So that's fine. Maybe they'll do that again this year. But I don't know. Like it kind of feel weird because I don't watch a lot of SmackDown. I try to watch it, but the Bludgeon Brothers are never on the 90-minute cut that I see.
I'm such an idiot. I watch it all the time, and it's been fucking awful the last few
years. That's what I hear. Who knows, man? I like the Bludgeon Brothers as a concept. It was kind of like Xavier. There was a hilarious gif of like, obviously it's a work, so like Xavier Woods was sort of like shaking. And there was a gif that was like, wait, when you nut, but she keeps sucking, because how he was shaking like that. I was like, God damn.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were actually putting on a good match. Throughout watching it, I'm like, oh, this might be another like Uso New Day classic. Like if it keeps going this way, because they were doing each other's moves, like trying to amp up what they've done. Because I feel like they've done almost everything together now.
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard for them to come up with something new at this point, considering how they just feuded with each other like not even that long ago.
Yeah, it's probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah,
but yeah, like those, like they're great tag teams, but they just worked with each other way too much. But yeah, Bludgeon Brothers came out, which by the way, this is so random. I feel like they're just so random in what they do.
Yeah, they Because I feel like they haven't been given enough to say we're a destructible force.
Yeah.
Like they'll have a match and then go away, but like I feel like this is the first time we should have seen it more before this, where they'll come out, interrupt matches, and just break bodies. Because that's what they should be doing.
They did that like like it feels like a month or so back now that where the Bludgeon Brothers are just destroying jobbers, but I feel like I didn't see them a week or two before they came out to, on Fastlane, so yeah, it's just random, came out of nowhere. It's like, all right, well, we'll beat you guys up and then we'll be available for the top spot. I'm like, okay, well, any tag team that was a heel could come out and just demolish everybody, and then be in the top spot. But
so are we heading for Usos versus Bludgeon Brothers at WrestleMania?
Possibly. We had like what happened last week on SmackDown was that I think it was Jey Uso and Big E teamed up against the Bludgeon Brothers, and I can't remember how that ended at all. Honestly, I think it probably ended in a no contest again. But yeah, it might be like new. I feel like this is where they're probably going to end New Day as a tag team or branch off into other directions with them, because they're if they stay in the tag team division, they're too dominant to not be in the title shot, or they're too like entertaining or too over for that. And it might be Bludgeon Brothers and Usos, or it might just be I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do.
The tag team situation on both shows are weird.
Yeah. Big E might end up being going solo, or maybe like hanging out with the Usos, because they're kind of getting together now to fight off the Bludgeon Brothers. So we'll see what happens with that. The
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Basically, that's what they said. Yeah. Moving on, we had the Women's Championship: Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott. Charlotte Flair won.
Yeah.
Surprise. And at the end of the match, Asuka came out.
Yeah, I got my wish.
This was weird because I could have sworn that like Asuka was going to challenge Alexa, just like based on watching the TV shows. But then she just came out and was like, "All right, me and you go to WrestleMania." I'm like, "Okay, well."
I mean, I kind of wanted that because look, because. You booked that match, Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. Nobody believes Alexa Bliss can take down Asuka. Nobody's gonna believe it. But you put Charlotte in there, a woman she's never faced before, which is why I'm excited about it. But I mean, if Charlotte ends her streak at WrestleMania, I don't think she's going to. But Charlotte is the most credible one right now that they've built up to the point where. Okay, she's the daughter of Ric Flair. She's a 6-time women's champion. She's beaten pretty much everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she's the only one I think right now, besides WWE's latest signee, Ronda Rousey, who could actually beat Asuka for the women's title.
Yeah, I think you keep her undefeated for another year and then have Ronda versus Asuka at the next WrestleMania. That could be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I don't know how people would react though to like seeing like Ronda ending the streak though.
But what if you don't?
But the streak's got to die. Like the streak has got to die at some point. Like Taker's streak didn't last forever. Goldberg's streak didn't last forever.
Well, how about we end it like okay, so you keep her strong for like 6 months or something, then drop it at like I don't know Survivor Series, and like to end the streak. But then you have her face off against Ronda at next WrestleMania or something.
I think that'd be cool.
But yeah, this is gonna be super cool. I hope Asuka ends up defeating Charlotte, just because it'll be a refresher, and there'll be a hell of a lot more women like trying to come at her for both the championship and the streak. So, like, yeah, like there's just like a whole lot more possibilities. I feel like with Charlotte, it's gotten a little stale, you know, like she's defeated a whole lot of people on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So just give that a refresher. Give Becky Lynch a shot at wrestling Asuka. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Um, I've heard someone theorize that maybe Carmella will try to cash in and like
I really
ruin the match between the two, which I really hope doesn't happen.
look. I saw now somebody tweeted this out that like, well, like what if she does it, but then Asuka immediately makes her tap out.
Oh, the yeah, make her lose the
Yeah, that would be like
kiss.
that would be hilarious.
Yeah. I don't want to do that to Carmella, but yeah, she's had it for so long. I don't know when does that contract expire? Like the next Money in the Bank?
Yeah, I think she has until that point. I mean, that was always the rule, but it's WWE. They can change the rules whenever the fuck they want. Remember, you never had to always get both feet down to be eliminated from the Rumble until Shawn Michaels' special ass only got 1 foot down.
I could have sworn it was always 2. I could have sworn it was always 2 feet.
It was never like a firmly established rule until that shit happened, though.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they put like place cards up where it's like these are the rules of Royal Rumble. Both feet have to hit the floor. That's my Howard Finkel. I hope you like it.
The following contest is scheduled for what? See, that's horrible.
That's not bad. It's all right.
I practice a lot.
Then we had the WWE Championship, which was a stew of people. AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens, John Cena, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, Shane McMahon. Yeah, there was just a whole lot of people in this. It's like, I don't know. Let's just throw everybody in the championship match.
Yeah, like, because originally it was Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. Like, okay, fine. And then that would have been okay. Then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Okay, we've seen that before, but now we have a tense friendship between them two, so that could be interesting. Oh, now Baron Corbin's gonna be there. Oh no, Dolph. It's like, okay, this is ridiculous.
Like, why Dolph Ziggler? He like dropped the U.S. Championship, and then he left for like 7 weeks, and then he came back with like absolutely no character change at all. Like nothing happened.
No, he's just the same dude. He's like just slightly meaner. And what's up with his entrance? Like he'll come out with no music, and then the music plays. It's awkward as fuck.
I just hate the record scratch because it's just so like aggravating on my ears. Like I have a disgust when he comes out now. And that's not just because of the record scratch, but because of Dolph Ziggler himself. He sucks.
Yeah.
I used to like him. I used to like him a lot. I used to like pull for him and everything. And now I'm just
a lot of people did, and then just go away. Your time is up. Your time is now. And apparently John Cena doesn't get that message because, good Lord, he is. I find it hilarious him basically begging to get in the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Although I got a little worried in the match when Cena fucking did the AA to Styles through the table. I'm like, well, that's it. I'm not going to get my dream match. My dream match is ruined. Oh, my God. I was legit getting ready to walk out of the room when that happened. And then, the great moment between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fighting it off because Owens was too fucking paranoid to just take the pin.
He was right, though. He was right.
Yeah.
Zayn tried to screw him and roll him up, and he didn't have.
No, he wasn't. Are you sure? Because
what are you talking about?
Well, look, he's like, I'll lay down, and then Kevin goes to the pin. Well, no, Kevin picks him up.
Yes.
Kevin Owens picks him up, starts beating him, and then Sammy goes to. So I look at it as like.
So what happened? I know exactly what you're talking about. He was way too like, whatever, paranoid about it, because Zayn was laying on the ground. He went to go punch him. And instead of pinning him, and when he went to go punch him, Sammy like grabbed it and then put him in a roll up. So like, it was obviously bait, and Owens was too smart to fall for it, and that's what I got out of that.
Okay, I took it as that like Owens' own paranoia ruined their friendship again.
No.
And that
if you probably didn't watch the SmackDown before then, but Sammy
No, I saw that. Like Sammy pinned him. I saw that.
Yeah.
And like Owens was mad.
Like that's basically the betrayal right there. He's like, haha, I won the match that did not matter. Man, that's so stupid. If you have like an alliance with someone and you're planning to betray them, don't betray them the night before or the match before the real match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. Sammy's a dumb character now.
Well, he's gonna. Aren't they have a match at Mania now? Don't they? Owens and
That's not. I don't think that's been confirmed yet. But essentially, what's going to be happening is like there's going to be a mix between Owens, Sammy, and Shane. And there's some speculation that Daniel Bryan's going to be a guest referee between the three. But who knows?
Why does Shane have to fucking be involved?
I know, right? Like, I'm kind of tired of it. Like, I was accepting of it last year with AJ.
Yeah.
Just because, like, AJ was really given nothing to do, and him beating him in McMahon, I guess that means something. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. Not anymore. Not when he should have been the WWE champion walking into Mania.
Yeah, but now he is, so.
Yes.
I don't know. But yeah, like, I'm tired of Shane just getting involved in everything. Like, the squabble between Shane and Daniel Bryan is leading off to nothing.
Right, yeah. Because it's not going to lead to it. Yeah, it's not going to lead to a match, so what's the point?
Yeah, and it's kind of dragging down all of SmackDown right now for the last few months. That's their main feud, and it's just there's going to be no payoff with Daniel Bryan because he's going to leave WWE and go wrestle somewhere else.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Shane make the match, like on TV at least, make the match that it's going to be a six-pack challenge, and he put Owens and Zayn in the match? Was it him or was it Bryan?
For Fastlane? I don't remember.
Yeah, for Fastlane. Well, because it was like weird, because like I was like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, granted, you know, it was obviously because Styles is going to retain the title, but it just felt so weird to me, like that Shane would still get involved between Sammy and Kevin Owens. It was like, what are you doing?
It's a hark back to when Austin was champion and Vince didn't want him to be champion, so he kept screwing him over.
Right. The difference is Kevin Owens is not even champion.
Yeah, and the difference is that Shane is not Vince.
No, not even close.
And no one there is on the level of Austin. So, yeah, it's not good. It's been really bad.
Yeah, just have it like what they should do. Well, I mean, obviously they can't, because I was gonna say like have like Shane and Bryan in each other's corners, but like, well, they both hate both of them. Shane and Sammy hate both of them, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. Like maybe had Daniel in their corner or something. I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's just confusing. Like Daniel Bryan still isn't cleared unless they like cleared him and hasn't.
Maybe he is going to be cleared. Maybe that's what they're like. He's gonna like they're gonna announce a tag team match at WrestleMania.
I just don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. I want Daniel Bryan back, but like, not like this. Not like this. Watching Matrix. But yeah, that's that. I don't think Baron Corbin's has anything. He's kind of just around, and they just stick.
He'll be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He'll win it for the second year in a row, and it'll accomplish nothing.
It's like his one claim to fame is like winning that.
Yeah, nobody cares. Cesaro won it when it was first introduced at the very same arena, and they didn't do anything with it. They've never done anything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mojo Rawley won one.
He won it last year.
Yeah,
he won it last year.
It's because Gronk was there. Exactly.
What they should do with that match is like you would get like make it like Money in the Bank, make it like Money in the Bank, but like say it, but except like randomness. You like the winner of this match will get a guaranteed WWE Championship match or Universal Championship match at SummerSlam, guaranteed. Like do that,
something like that. Yeah. Yeah. They should bring back more like tournaments and stipulations of winning like a big match. Like make it mean something, like the Andre the Giant one. Make it
exactly because. Yeah, because like obviously Money in the Bank has its own thing, so you don't want to do that, and I don't want them to put the Money in the Bank into the Battle Royal, but like just put. Not only will you win the prestigious Andre the Giant, Battle Royal, or prestigious my ass, but you'll also get you're guaranteed a title shot at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. But Survivor Series, if it was too long versus SummerSlam, they can build along with it just enough because it's in August versus November. And I think that's too far removed, but yeah. Baron Corbin wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for the second year in a row. Because who else is in that match?
In the Andre the Giant one?
Yeah, pretty much everybody
Oh,
who's not in a singles match, right?
pretty much. I guess you would say that. It was like their way of just putting like people they have no idea for in a
They
match.
get they get WrestleMania payouts, so that's fine.
Yeah. Speaking of battle royales, they're introducing a fabulous Moolah battle royale.
Yeah, and there's a lot of controversy with this one.
Yeah, I actually didn't know this until I think I listened to a few podcasts, and when I first heard about it, it was kind of interesting and eye opening.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, you might know more details about it, but basically, like what I've heard was Fabulous Moolah was kind of like a hustler. She
Yeah,
she like kind of like owned the women's wrestling division. I don't have a lot of details on it other than she's basically like
she's like a pimp, basically.
yeah, I was gonna say like a pimp or the bottom bitch, like she's the one that tells the other bitches where to go.
Pretty much.
That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, now that gif, like, because I remember seeing, like, now I don't feel bad when you look at that gif of Randy Orton giving her the RKO out of nowhere. Now I don't feel bad about that anymore. Yeah. But I think, like, it's fucked up. But obviously, like, they could have named it the Alundra Blaze Battle Royal, but that doesn't. But not a people know Alundra Blaze. But because of the Attitude Era, they're gonna know who the Fabulous Moolah is. They're.
I don't know. I think people know who Alundra Blaze is or Medusa. Like,
yeah.
I think there's more cachet there than you might think.
Yeah, probably.
It was a whole big deal when she moved over to Nitro. Like, she put the women's championship in a garbage. So, like, that's pretty big. It's bigger. Like, no, I don't know anything that Fabulous Moolah did. Or
she was just the longest reigning women's champion. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing at that gif of her getting smashed over the head by the guitar by Jeff Jarrett. Like, she was like in her 70s when that happened. Like, good lord.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll have a women's one. That'll be fine. We'll have the women that aren't going to be on the main card and get a payday. Or the main show. Speaking of WrestleMania show matches, we've got AJ versus Nakamura.
I mean, I know it's not gonna close the show, but it should close the show. Call me a whore, but like, I love entrances, and I cannot wait to see what they do for Nakamura's entrance, because they're gonna
have like a gigantic like army of fiddlers behind him.
Hell yeah, dude! And like the whole stadium turns red, and it's gonna be in a dome. So can you imagine like hearing people like chant his theme song in that dome? Like, that alone has me like, oh, come on, let's do this.
I wish I was there.
Same here.
Yeah.
It's not that far. Well, it's far from me, but it's closer than it has been in recent years to me. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I mean, it's gonna be that match is gonna steal the show. That's the show stealer right there.
Yeah, I hope so. If like you put these two together, they'll put on a great match no matter what. But the build to it and the way they treat Nakamura, like, I feel like they're treating him as a lesser. Like, he's just kind of a goofball who's just around. Like, as like a normal guy, not like something as a rock star or
maybe this will be the match
of what he was.
Yeah, well, hopefully this will be the match that puts him over the top, because the fans clearly respect AJ, and
I just don't think the casual fans are gonna, like, they don't know his history, right? So
right.
I feel like they might treat him as lesser, but
that's what
WrestleMania has a lot of ardent fans, so they're gonna be in the know.
Yeah, but that's what the video packages are for. So you get to know them. They do a well enough video package. People will get behind Nakamura.
All right. Yeah, I hope so. They're gonna put on a great one. Hopefully.
Give me the cool entrances. Give me the lavish entrances.
Let's see. Roman versus Lesnar. Hey, we're here.
This should have happened 2 years ago. Like, really, here's what I think would have happened. You have that was it 2015? Yeah, 2015, when it was Roman Brock won, and Seth interfered. The following year, the one that was in Houston, I think it was in Houston. I think it was supposed to be Roman Brock too. I think they were going to do that, but then and they were going to do Seth Rollins Triple H then. But of course, Seth Rollins got hurt, so they couldn't do that. So they had to they did Triple H Roman, and then last year was last year. So I think it's long overdue. I mean, I liked the Brock Lesnar Roman match from WrestleMania 31. So I don't know. I'm excited. It's kind of weird. The build was kind of weird because like Lesnar hasn't been on Raw. He's been advertised, but he hasn't shown up. And like Reigns is like pulling the you're Vince's boy when no, you're Vince's boy. We all know you're Vince's boy.
Oh boy. Oh man. That's like the biggest screw up they could have done. Like I was getting behind it with like I'm here every day, I bust my ass, do all this stuff, and like he does. Like he puts on good matches, and
yeah, he's not a bad wrestler by any means.
No, he's not all like I don't hate him. Like he's fine.
He's not like Cena circa 2007 for sure.
Yeah. It's just that line, like you're Vince's boy, like come on. Like why are you're treating us like idiots? Like why are you doing that?
Yeah. Like literally what they should have done, like I don't know why Brock's not on TV. Maybe it's the bit of the animosity that like he doesn't want to be there, but like they should have had them brawl several times already, and we're less than 3 weeks out, and they haven't even looked at each other. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, what I've heard is that they're kind of just keeping him off of house shows and Raw just for an angle, and it's not like a real dispute or anything. So yeah, they're false advertising for sure. Like they're tricking fans to thinking, oh, if Brock Lesnar's gonna be here, might as well show up and see what happens. Like, because Brock is a huge name. Like he's a draw.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't mind seeing Brock if there was a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so icky. Like I feel disgusted that they're doing this practice and it's garbage.
Do you think this is gonna be the time? Do you think Brock's gonna actually drop the belt?
I feel like Roman has to win, and they're gonna get rid of Brock because there's nothing else for him here.
Yeah, he's done it all.
Yeah.
Like granted, it should have ended almost a while ago, if you ask me.
I feel like everyone's kind of like Brock's stated his welcome, and now it's time for him to go. And there's there's like nothing else for him to do. I think people are tired of it, so. I just want to see what happens next. I want to see what happens after Brock is gone and Roman's the guy.
Yeah. What has me most excited about this is that Brock will finally be... Because like the Universal title has been pretty much absent from the past year. I mean, granted, we got that great Samoa Joe match with Brock, which was a dream match. Mm-hmm. But like, that was like a once in a... Like, after that, he didn't do anything with the title. Mm-hmm. Like he defended at SummerSlam for sure. Then there was a classic match he had with AJ, sure, but like, God, exactly, Goldberg at Mania last year, but like, please WWE, book it. Roman Reigns versus The Miz at SummerSlam, and Miz gets the title. Just look, The Miz deserves the title at this point. Okay, he's worked too hard. He's a good wrestler. He deserves the belt. I want The Miz with the belt. That's all I'm saying.
I like The Miz a lot. I don't know if I would give him the belt, but I really do love The Miz. He's a company man through and through. But he's a heel. Like he's such a bad. Like he's a chicken shit heel. Like I don't know. It's
no different than when like Edge was the champion.
I think Edge had more of an edge to him. Just to make that.
Ha.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to. Speaking of The Miz, we're gonna have an Intercontinental Championship match with The Miz. I think it's versus Finn and Seth.
I like this. This could be fun. This could be a fun match.
Yeah, it's they didn't have The Miz Taraj with him. He was facing off against The Miz Taraj was facing off against the Bar. And there's a whole thing. We'll talk about that later, but let's talk about this now. Yeah, it's going to be a fun match. Finn's super over. Seth is over with a certain crowd.
Yeah.
Mostly main casual fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I'm still upset that like this was supposed to be the year we got Seth versus Dean at WrestleMania, and then
yeah, Dean's hurt.
that's what they were building up to, and Dean got hurt unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I'll take a. I really hope Finn gets the Intercontinental title, but then again, I kind of hope he doesn't because like I want him. He just look he earns a rematch clause for that Universal title, man.
Yeah, they still haven't given him it.
Like it's such bullshit that he hasn't gotten one. Like
no. Yeah, I feel like they kind of tried to like sweep that under the rug by giving him a shot to get it at one point, which is not the same.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe Finn won't. Maybe Finn won't win the Intercontinental Championship, and then the day after he'll challenge Roman for it.
That would be nice.
That would be pretty good to see. Maybe Miz keeps on to the Intercontinental Championship.
I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. That Miz is gonna like steal one because like he always does.
Yeah. Let's see. I wouldn't mind seeing Miz drop it to somebody and then like work with his Miz Taraj for a tag team championship and try to build up his Miz Taraj. Because I don't remember their names. I think it's Bo Dallas and
Axel. No, I was gonna say Axel Rose, but I know that's not true. Curtis Axel.
Yeah, Curtis Axel. So I wouldn't mind seeing him try to build them up and have like a New Day situation going on with them.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna go that way. I don't think there's any value in Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, sadly.
No. I don't think so.
Let's see. Yeah, so we were talking about the tag teams. So this is a weird one. At the end of last week's Raw, they had Braun Strowman come out to this tag team battle royale to see who would be the #1 contender for WrestleMania, and Braun just basically destroyed everybody.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
So like, they're just gonna. I really hope they play up the speculation, of, like who's gonna be his partner till Mania, and like it's a surprise like entrant.
I bet his surprise entrant is no one because he could just be like the tag team champion. That's just one guy.
I mean, he could do it. Although it kind of pisses me off though, because like I was really hoping for Braun Triple H, because that's what they set up at fucking Survivor Series.
Yeah.
With Braun like staring, you don't ever do that to me. You know, granted, I would have loved to have seen just to see Triple H get destroyed, but no. Triple H don't want one of these hands.
You don't want none of these hands. That's a tag team right there.
Exactly. Like just do it. Braun Strowman, the lone tag team champion, just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the other tag teams will get. It's kind of a ripoff, but it's it's pretty entertaining to see Braun as a tag team champion. Just
exactly. What if they bring Rikishi out of retirement and they win the titles and they have Braun do the Rikishi dance at the end of WrestleMania? Like that would be pretty funny.
All right, I gotta move on. Let's see, what else did we talk about? We already talked about United States Championship, SmackDown tag teams.
You know, if Samoa Joe wasn't hurt, he would have been a perfect opponent for Braun at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a few people that are injured that are just waiting to come back, like you said, Samoa Joe and Dean Ambrose. They would add a whole lot to this. Let's see. Oh yeah, Bray and Matt, they're gonna have their fight at the compound next week.
On Raw, yeah, the final deletion on fucking Monday Night Raw. What the fuck?
This is gonna be pretty entertaining. They're gonna have they actually introduced his family. His queen, and King Maxwell, and I can't remember his wife's name. I'm sorry, Matt. And then also Senor Benjamin.
I don't know who that is.
He's the groundskeeper.
Oh my god. Although it's kind of like I'm kind of glad it's not a Mania match because that means Braun. Like I think somebody tweeted out like that means that not Braun, Bray and Matt will get to be at the event versus like if it was the final deletion at Mania, they would have to be like off the set or off the arena. So
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it would play well in the audience either. Like having to watch a video for like 20, 30 minutes on the screen instead of something in the ring. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with the final deletion of Bray. I heard Jeff is like he got a DUI again. Jeff
Yeah, he got in an accident, he got a DUI like on this past Sunday. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man.
that man never learns. That man will never learn.
He'll never learn now. So yeah, we will have to do without him, but without Brother Nero for a while, if ever.
Yeah, but I mean, Matt's doing a pretty good job
holding
it. Good.
He's trying to hold it down. It's a little rough at times because it's just a little awkward.
It's so fucking. It's the laugh.
Yeah.
It's that. That's the weird part.
And
him
also,
talking.
Also, like Bray Wyatt laughing, and they have a laugh off all the time. It's kind of just like, all right, guys, come on, let's
kiss already.
Kiss already.
Like him, like talking about like I've been to the galaxy. Like that's fine. Like that's just you being crazy.
I like those,
it's the laugh. Or, like I've danced with Alexandria. Like that stuff's cool because like, but like the laugh part is like, okay, Matt, reel it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Am I forgetting anything? Must be. Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, the other one, Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
How could I possibly forget that?
I don't know, because Ronda Rousey was not on Raw this past week, despite that they said she would be on every Raw going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, they like to play that video package every week, though.
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
Fuck. Just stop with the video packages, man, for Ronda.
I'm wondering, because, like...
they said that she signed, like, a 3-year deal with them, and that she was going to be, like, full-time. But she's super not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has yet to wrestle a match on Raw, which is, you think... I mean, maybe they're saving her first match for Mania, but...
Possibly, yeah.
I figured you would have had at least one match, you know, get her in there, but... God, this is such a gimmick match, in a way. Like, and it shouldn't be.
It's a celebrity match. That's what it is.
Yeah, but she's a signee though. Like she's with WWE now. She's a professional wrestler now. That's the weird part.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I feel like she'll get better with age. She'll get better with time. I mean, and experience. But she's pretty rough right now on the mic.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But she has the enthusiasm there. Like you could tell that she loves being there and like doing the job and all that. And when she's in kick-ass mode, she's really in it. She gives a good death stare.
Oh, definitely. That's why I feel like they should just shut her up. Just do a female Brock Lesnar. Just shut her up and just have her fight. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I've seen people that would like to say they would like to see her with Paul Heyman.
No, I don't think I'd want that.
Yeah, I don't think I want that either. It doesn't seem like a good fit for some reason. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, and Kurt Angle's her tag team partner, and I don't know. I feel like this is not going to be a good match, but it'll just be fun to see Stephanie get her ass beat because she plays a heel.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. It's never going to get old to see Steph get her ass beat.
Yeah.
I want to know if Kurt's going to come out like in the actual Olympic leotard.
I hope so. I hope he does that at Mania.
Because he didn't come. I mean, like when he was at TLC, his first match back, it was cute hanging out with the Shield. You know, wearing the leather jacket. Yeah. You know, come on, Kurt, come out with the fucking.
He needs to wear his medal.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And the Olympic leotard, and all that. Yeah.
I want that. I want to. It's gonna be cool to watch another Kurt Angle WrestleMania match again, even if it's gonna be limited.
Yeah. Anything else, or am I good?
I mean, we already talked about Charlotte versus Asuka.
Yeah, that's
what in that. So like that's good. That's highly anticipated. Are they gonna do a Bayley versus Sasha Banks? Because they're teasing that a lot.
I guess they will. Yeah. I don't even know if Bailey's gonna be. I think Bailey might be a bad guy here. I don't know. Because she hasn't been betrayed by Sasha, but like it's always been in every woman for herself matches. And now Bailey's kind of just like being a dick and just leaving her tag team partner to hang all the time.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. I wish it was for the women's Raw women's champion, but I think. Oh, we didn't talk about that. I think because we don't know. I mean, they're obviously teasing Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss for the championship.
Yeah. I actually have that in my notes, and I skipped over it because we were talking about Miz. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a good match. Like,
Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. I like both of them. I like to see Nia with it, take it off of Alexa. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll make it into a 4-way with Bailey and Sasha Banks. I feel like that's what they would do. Maybe. By itself, Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax doesn't seem sexy. Like on on a B pay-per-view, oh god, I'm thinking of like Unforgiven or something. I'm thinking of like the 90s.
Like Fastlane.
Yeah, like Fastlane. Like that would be a perfect Raw title match for Fastlane.
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire, yes. Yes, do it there. But like I feel like they're gonna add Sasha and Bailey to the match to make it a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, possibly. When did Asuka versus Nia happen? Because I actually like really enjoyed that match.
Was that Fastlane?
Was
that Fastlane? Not Fastlane. Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, the forgettable pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought she like did fairly well with Asuka. I don't know if that's Asuka like elevating her or she was able to hang with her, but
it was a little bit of both, probably.
I thought that was done pretty well.
I agree.
Oh yeah, another thing I forgot was John Cena versus Undertaker is happening.
Yeah, Undertaker. John Cena straight up calling. Did you see that he actually grabbed the fan's beer?
Yeah.
And is like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna get drunk because you can only be drunk in a challenge Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I kind of liked how he called them up. Like, you're not too old. You're not too washed up. If you were, you wouldn't be posting workout videos on your wife's Instagram. Which is like, I was like he was going in. Yeah. on Taker, which is like, god damn. I didn't expect that. It kind of made Cena feel like his 03 self a little bit. Like just a little bit.
Yeah, he was kind of being a dick.
I don't know. Do you want to see it now?
Yeah, I guess I want to see it now. I used to be like, I don't want to see it, but
yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm still not as excited about it as I guess other people are. But
I mean, they should have done it years ago.
Super dick tonight, or the last couple of nights, or whatever.
Well, he's been a super dick recently. For like the past 6 weeks, he's been a super dick. I'm gonna ruin your dream match. I'm going to WrestleMania. Fuck your dreams. I'm just like, my dreams all that matter. Like John's been a dick for the past 6 weeks.
He's calling out a 50-year-old man who like his last match wasn't that great. Like he looked fairly rough.
Yeah. I don't know, because, like I said, they should have done this match years ago. Like, instead of fucking Shane McMahon versus Undertaker, they should have done it then. That would have been much more.
I want Shane off my TV. I'm going that.
You want what?
I want Shane off.
Yeah.
No more Shane.
Same. No more Shane. I don't know. Like, I'm like Cena's gonna have to carry the match because Undertaker just can't anymore. He just, as much as Cena wants to believe. That he can go. I mean, we all remember that shot of Roman trying to get up Undertaker for that pile driver, and Taker couldn't lift himself.
Yeah,
like Taker is too old. Like
he's got a lot of battle scars, man. Like he went rough. Like he went fast and hard.
Yeah, I mean, like he did it for almost over 25, 30 years.
Yeah, like 30 years.
Like, and he's a big man too. He's not like Ric Flair who could keep doing it because like he's smaller. Like that shit, he's carrying all that weight and oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Like if it's Undertaker and Cena, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm wondering, who goes over.
Yeah, that's like if last year it felt like it was the last match, and it was like it felt like a good send off, kind of like at least at the end, with him like walking out with his hand raised and all that, taking off the garb. And now
Yeah,
it's
that's what
kind
it
of
felt
like
like.
if John Cena wins it, what does he get? just a claim to like. I feel like beating the Undertaker doesn't mean anything anymore since he got beat by Brock and
Lesnar and Reigns.
yeah. So does Undertaker win? What does he get if he wins? Probably not a whole lot.
No, which is why I think Taker wins and he walks off into the sunset his own way.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, it has the potential to be a really good WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. It really has the potential
There's two
to be
matches
really
on
good.
here that seem like they're going to be knockout of the park matches. Asuka and Charlotte and AJ and Nakamura. Yeah.
I agree. Who would have thought two of the most anticipated matches at WrestleMania would feature Japanese wrestlers?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy.
I'm excited. I'm glad they have more representation going on at WWE now.
Same here.
It's not a whole lot, but we gotta start somewhere. Anything else you want to talk about? Been watching anything else?
I mean, nothing much really. I haven't had I know there was a while back I was watching old school WCWs. Haven't got a chance to do that. Just watching NXT. They're building up to some interesting stuff there. What's his name? Oh God, not seeing it. I'm forgetting the name.
Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, Johnny Wrestling. Losing to getting screwed over. By his former tag team partner. Quitting from NXT, but I think they're setting up for something. Obviously, he's not gone for real.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I'm excited for NXT Takeover New Orleans, which is that same weekend.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with NXT. I haven't been keeping up with 205 Live, and I've heard 205 Live has been a really good show lately. With Triple H taking over and Rockstar Spud as the GM. For Mustafa Ali, he's doing a good job.
That's another match. They're gonna determine a new cruiserweight champion at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But from the tournament. But that's probably gonna be on the pre-show.
Yeah. It's WrestleMania is a huge event. It's like 7 or 8 hours now, isn't it?
Yeah, remember when it was just 3, maybe 4?
Yeah.
Now it starts at like 6 my time and ends at 11. I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe, you know what? Fuck it. Just have AJ Nakamura open the show so I don't fucking fall asleep. Just do that for my sanity. But I mean, I don't have anything more to say really.
I know.
I'm more because I think going into WrestleMania last year I was very like negative because it was like AJ wasn't doing anything. The title match seemed God, what was the title match even? The Brock, Lesnar Goldberg match was going to be boring, although that was pretty tight. I was trepidatious about Reigns Taker, and it turned out to be a pretty good event. Obviously the Matt and Jeff Hardy return was pretty awesome last year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope me being optimistic for WrestleMania doesn't bite me in the ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. I've been trying to like I talked about at the top of the show. I'm listening to WCW, Death of WCW, and I'm watching through the old shows. What else am I doing? I watched the New Japan stuff whenever there's English commentary. Hasn't been anything lately. It's all Japanese commentary for now. ROH is happening. I need to catch up with that. They have a new streaming service, by the way. It's like
everybody has a streaming service.
Yeah, I know, but ROH has basically similar to what WWE has. So if you want to catch up with that stuff, you can that way. I'm looking forward to the Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes. That's gonna be really good. Trying like the intensity is there. Fighting over Bullet Club, who's gonna be the new leader, probably Cody, because Kenny's with the Golden Showers. Or the Golden Lovers. Sorry, not the Golden Showers.
That's Goldust. By the way, fuck Undertaker, fucking Undertaker Cena. Do Cena Goldust at WrestleMania. That weird ass segment they had together.
Yeah.
Fucking do that shit.
Yeah, that was actually fairly interesting. But it kind of
give Goldust Goldust has like one premier WrestleMania match. That was against Piper, the Hollywood Brawl. Give him. He deserves it. But no, we're gonna get Cena Undertaker
because they don't like his dad. That's why.
Possibly. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, they never liked Dusty. That's that's what I'm gonna say. They had a lot of beef because he ended up running WCW for a while there, right?
I think so, yeah. Dusty was in charge of WCW for a while. I mean, he was the face of the NWA along with Ric Flair for the longest time until he came over to the WWF, and then he put him in that weird sort of polka dot getup and basically made him a joke.
Yeah, they treated him so wrong. It sucks. Yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for Chair Shot. Thank you, Ben, for accompanying me to talk about wrestling for an hour.
Not a problem, man. It's always fun. I love it. I love this time of the year. WrestleMania season is the best time to be a wrestling fan. Yeah. When it's done right.
When it's done right. Oh yeah, well, I think it's like WrestleMania weekend is also the ROH. They're doing like a pay-per-view, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna watch that as well. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Pretty much, I think every wrestling promotion piggybacks off Mania, and it's good. It's good. I like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if we can get some guests on to talk about WrestleMania. See if we have the time. See if we get the people in. So we have a Discord server. The link on it is on our website, charshot.com. So if you want to just join in and talk about wrestling, you can. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, until then, guys, don't get hit by a chair.
Wow.
It's like we're still. That was the outro from before. I don't know. We'll come up with something better, I guess.
Yeah. And I stopped recording. Okay. Let me export this real quick.
I like wrestling.
So do I, dude.
MP3, Chair Shot 3. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to Kenny Omega. There was you probably saw the GIF, but like they had Barry the Bear, and he was like the drug-free bear. He was like the.
I saw it. Yeah.
And then Kenny Omega took off the mask, and it was him underneath the whole time. So, looking for his stuff. ROH is good. I don't like it as much as WWE, but I still like it.
What the?
What's up?
No, somebody just found like a Luigi thing in Mario Odyssey that I've never seen, and it gives you a shit ton of coins.
Oh, nice. All right.
I'm excited this weekend. This Friday begins the first official tournament for the Street Fighter V competitive season.
Nice.
So I'm excited to watch all of it. Oh, as much as I can. And I'm gonna be competing in one in fucking 2 months.
It's May, right?
Yep, end of May, man. I'm all registered and everything. I'm gonna be competing with the best in the world.
And you're gonna kick all their asses.